going to show you how I repair an RD-500 when the keys stick and the actual hammers are broken. And let me show you what happened. So I love this keyboard, but obviously that can't do. Now, over the years, I've had a few replaced at a professional shop, like this one. So the first thing I want to do is get the top up. It kind of lifts up like a car hood, but you need to get up underneath to do the screws, and so I'll show you that. But first I want to prepare something so I can flip it upside down, this little chair, mainly so my the joystick doesn't break. So I'm going to unhook everything from the back, and I'll be right back. Alright, you'll see I've already modified. Turns out we don't need it all upside down, but I'm going to protect the top here. So I just changed that. And I'm going to unscrew every one that you see around the edge so that it lifts up like a car hood. Now you can see there's a lot, so I use this automated deal. It is much faster, and then you set them down so you don't lose them. And then I got a lot to do, so I'll be back. Okay, all the screws are off that I need. Now there's some in there that you don't want to take off, like these. What I found is that all the outside ones, but also this main one, and if you look here, it's got the little washer. Those are the ones you want to take out, not the ones that do not have washers, because those hold the rest of the stuff in. Now I'm going to bring it back to my stand, put that in the back so when it flips up like a car lid, and hold it on this side and it comes up, put the camera down to do it, it'll just lift up. Okay, so here's the inside. You can notice I've already got some hammer parts that I'm finding, and the back is important so you don't pull out all this stuff. You want to keep that in there, of course. This is the mechanism. So you want to get this off, but you notice it's all nicely tucked away, beautiful design. And I'll show you how this comes off, but even when this lifts up, there's no way to slide it out. So these have got to come out. Once you get the screws off, mine you hear that stick? You kind of had to force up a little bit, and it just comes off. Nice and smooth. Now you can get at it, and I'm going to show you over here where to get them off. I'm using this flathead. You kind of stick it in. If you look way at the top, you'll see that it's kind of connected in here, and these need to spread apart. So you stick it in there and twist a tiny bit. Okay, now that I loosen that from here, it just gently lifts up. I'm going to try to do one at a time, so I'm not that smart to keep track of 88 keys on the floor. And then this thing is the hammer, and that just kind of sits in that little slot. So you pull it up, work it out, and you can see when I did have it repaired before, we used some glue, and that worked, but this is kind of where it's falling apart. Alright, now the pack 300 comes in this big old box, and you'll see it's got 90 at the end of this part number, 89 at the end of this, and I'm just not that smart to remember. So on my invoice, I find the 90, it's at the S key hammer, sharp key, and then N key, natural, and so I just put 90 sharp, again, 90, I usually use black and white keys, so black keys, white keys, so then I can keep track, and then I'll do that for all these. Alright, so I got my my replacement here. But it looks like it's just going to fit right in here again. Get that up in there, fit real nicely. And then this one, pan out a bit. It's just going to, we still want that action. And then over here, place it, and now look at that. Look at that. Ha ha! 87 more. I want to clean these. So as I lift these up, I'm going to go to some glass cleaner, and then spray them, and then just scrub them down. Okay, that kind of backfired. There is grease down there for a reason, and if you clean too much, you're going to get grease all over it where there wasn't even grease. And here's how I put it back. There. Gently push it down. Good to go. One last tip. I'm already forgetting where I am, so it's going to be a long journey if I forget how many I've replaced and not. So I'm going to put a little sticky on the last one that I did repair, and I suggest you do too. Now here in some cases I've taken both the black and the white out, because the black one, the hole is pretty small, and you look pretty close, but the hammer has a hard time coming out sometimes, so that's why I'm doing that. And now look at this one. I replaced it. You notice the crack. This could have been blown up in a performance, and I would have not had that key. So that's really good. I'm replacing these. And here's one I just replaced that was actually broken. So we're coming along. Not to work yet though. Alright, so it's going well, but I've noticed way in here, I'll get my pointer, way in here there's a little felt that is coming down. So I think what I'm going to do is when I put a hammer in, I'm gonna glue that little area right on top there. I'm going to put a hammer, I'm going to hold it until it stays, and then I'll just, it'll naturally complete. Alright, so I'm just going to get just a gloop above glue, and then just put it right in there. Don't need much. So that's going to be able to stick on when I put the hammer up. Like that. See? Terrific. Here's another tip. Put these upside down when you're storing them. Lift them up and put them here, because there's some. Unbelievable! Can't believe she made me do this. No, I really gotta finish this repair. No, I don't care if it's no. I'm not going to a funeral for a cat. I don't care if it's your mom's cat. I don't care if I killed it. I gotta finish this. Unbelievable. Should have buried it when I ran over it in the first place. Okay, let's continue on. And here is the reason I started this project. A fully broken hammer that is probably a good example of what's going to happen a lot of other times if I hadn't replaced all of them. Okay, one last tip. When you're doing the very end here, there's something really sharp, so you got a little... cut something here, so be very careful when you're at the end. And we're done. So one keyboard, 88 keys, one wound, and now we're going to put it back together in reverse order. So I get my little marker off. Okay, remember this this thing just fits in here and the screws on either side. And we're going to screw this in and then check the hood. Alright, now if you remember the hood, just gently lowers down and real gentle. Fits right into place. Right into place, we're good to go. Alright, now if you remember, all these with the washers are what we want. They were all the same size, so I just put them in a single pile. And we'll just screw them all in. And, oh, yeah, you'll see, there's other ones I'm keeping some as leftovers. All of them were cracked. If you see here, even this one is cracked, but it's not too bad. But all of these are just beyond repair, so I'm going to throw those away. Okay, now the final test. You want to lift up on it, make sure you screwed it in right so it doesn't fall off when you're performing. And then you just play. Alright, that's it.